Hey guys, Kurt Henninger here, and what I wanted to share with you today is a really simple technique on how to create leads and generate leads and create landing pages without advertising your company. And this is one thing that people get hung up on a lot, and that's why I wanted to share this with you here real quick. So let's go ahead and get started. Couple facts about advertising on the internet. And again, it's not very different from any kind of home business or network marketing you do offline. People really only buy from those they know and trust. And the way you go ahead and build that trust is by giving people valuable information first. You give it to them free, not trying to pitch them on buying your product or business opportunity first. Over time, as you establish that trust with them, you can go ahead and offer them whatever product that you have or business opportunity that you have. And if it fits in there, if it fits for them, great. And you generate the leads with something known as a squeeze page. And what a squeeze page is something that where again you offer that valuable information to somebody in exchange for their name and email address. And here's some basic psychology that will help you understand how to make a squeeze page. Everybody will do something to either attain pleasure or avoid pain, and that's called a hot button. Whether it's the pleasure is getting leads or the pain that they are avoiding is buying leads and calling them hour after hour and not being successful. Okay, you can use this to your advantage on your squeeze page. And how you go ahead and real briefly, and this is a topic for another video, but think of what I like to do is think of a benefit of your product and what pleasure does it help attain or pain does it help avoid. So a great example is if you're in the health industry and you have something for joint pain, your product helps avoid the pain of having joint pain. So you can use that to your advantage on your squeeze page. Okay, what you'll need to make a squeeze page is a couple things: an HTML editor, which you can get for free, an FTP program, and that's just a fancy name for something that copies the file that you made up into the internet. You'll need a website, which is about $7, and domain hosting, which is about $5 a month. So not really expensive for the benefit that you get for something like this. Okay. Okay. Now, basic components of a squeeze page. And I'll visualize this. I'll show this to you for an example here in a couple minutes. There is a headline, and that's something that really grabs their attention. And this is where you introduce the benefit or pain or pleasure for them. And something to keep in mind is you really, on the internet, you only have about between 5 and 9 seconds to get somebody's attention or they'll lose interest. So really, the headline is probably the most important part of your squeeze page. And some great headline examples are how to do X, Y, and Z, top 5 reasons why, or top 5 things to avoid, something like that. That's a great example for a headline. Next is an offer. And this is actually what you are giving them. This is the information that we talked about earlier, what you're giving them in exchange for them becoming a lead of yours. And it has to have some kind of value on its own. So going back to it being a piece of information, and using the joint pain example, if the information you could offer them is top 5 causes for joint pain, um, and that's your offer. That's the information that you're giving them, because people are always on the internet trying to do research, and if you give them information on what might be causing their pain, that's one kind of offer you can develop for them. And then finally, a call to action. And here you need to don't assume that people know exactly what to do on your page. You just go ahead and tell them. Specifically, tell people what to do in order to get your offer. Okay, and let's go ahead and I want to go ahead and give you an example here. So I'll take you to the HTML editor. Excuse me, actually something where I prepared for the HTML editor here in a second. And all I did here real quick is I typed in, this is a Word document, typed in the basic components and a little bit more, but some basic components of a lead capture page or a squeeze page. And I'll take you through each one right here. So the first line, are you looking to be a huge success in an MLM business? That's known as the pre-header. Not absolutely necessary, but this qualifies the person for the kind of person that this information is for. That's all that is. Headline. What if you could get people tripping over themselves to be your MLM customer or rep? So the pleasure in this case is people coming to you to either be your customer or representative. The offer, I'll give you exclusive access to my 7-day New School Network Marketing Bootcamp, showing how to endlessly attract MLM prospects to you 24/7 for free. So I'm offering my 7-day bootcamp to them for free. And my call to action, simply fill out the form below, and I'll email you this cutting-edge 7-day 2-part training bootcamp. Okay, that's what I want them to do. This XXX part, I'll explain that in a little bit. And down below, I just included a couple benefit bullets for my 7-day bootcamp. But let me show you how we can go ahead. Let's just copy this right here. And now what I have open here, this is an HTML editor known as Composer, and it's a free program you can get. And I'll have a link for where you can get this program. Now, the first thing you want to do, and I'm sure you've seen this before, is known as inserting a table. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and center this here. And okay, let's go back and copy this information. And I'm just going to go ahead and paste it right into the middle right there. Okay, and let's make it look a little bit fancier here. So the pre-header that I showed you before, I'm just going to go ahead and bold it. The headline, I'm going to go ahead and center it. Make it a little bit bigger. Okay, bold it, and I'm going to make it red. Red is always a good starting point. Okay, and as far as the kind of text, I always like to start with Tahoma for the text that I start off with, for the headline anyway. Okay, now my offer, let's go ahead and center that, bold it, and let's make it a little bit bigger there. Okay, my call to action, going to center it, bold it, and again make it a little bit bigger. Well, it's a little bit too big there. Let's make it a little smaller. Okay, all this is right here, this is where you put in the opt-in box from your autoresponder, and that's a subject. An autoresponder is a subject for another series that I'll be going over, but it's easy. It's really simple. All you do is copy and paste something from the program that you have, and you paste it in there, and it takes like 10 seconds, and that's where the field for the email and the name is going to go. That's where the person puts in their information, and really easily I'm just going to make to the side of this table a little bit of a different color. Okay, so all I do here is format, page colors and background, use custom colors, background. Let's make it dark blue and see how that looks. Click OK. Now let's make it so that you can actually see this. Okay, go to table cell properties. We don't want to see how that it showed. Let the table color show through. Let's make it white. Okay. Apply. Boom. Now this is starting to look like a professional landing page here. And really, it's not more complicated than that. Just, go ahead and experiment with this a little bit. And this, this is the secret formula for generating leads, going back to the title, for your business without using your company's name. Okay. Again, Kurt Henninger, hope you got something